Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the Numinous week beginning July the 6th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is the Nine of Cups. What a blessing from last week's Five of Swords. Really powerful energy. The expansion period has begun, truly. I mentioned last week we've been in a really powerful contraction in terms of Cancer season. The contraction and the connection to Cancer is not necessarily a negative view on cancers. Cancers are wonderful, but meant to go very deeply inward. And in a time right now collectively where everything within us, within kind of our nervous system, wants to go out, wants to be connected and walking forward and doing and making happen and fixing and changing, the invitation to go in is actually quite powerful, especially since so many of us feel as though we're really ready to walk forward into something new and yet have not been able to. So that's really what's kind of happening here. That's really where all of this is going, is moving from kind of the labor to the pushing. We're not necessarily baby in arms yet, but we are almost ready to push, and Nine of Cups is proof of that. So Nine of Cups is a delightful card and a beautiful card, and essentially is known as the wishing card. So our opportunity this week, as we prepare for the new moon in Capricorn in a couple of days, is to really get clear. What are we ready to release in order to step into and live from our truth? What this looks like is shedding so we can expand, again, that theme, in a sense of grounded, focused hard work, which is what Capricorn is all about. So this sense of emotional release to get to an earthy place of manifestation is really what's going on here, is what this time is really about. So in this week ahead, you couldn't have had better medicine. We really could not have chosen better medicine to move through in this particular week, the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is an invitation to deeply get clear on what we want to manifest, what we're wishing for. It's a wish upon a star card. It's taking a leap, and it's nurturing something. There's a very dear friend of mine, Liza Fenster, who's a brilliant reader, once remarked that she felt that it almost seemed as though the character in the Nine of Cups suit was protecting the cups behind him in the Rider-Waite, nurturing it, almost like a baby or a mama duck does her eggs, or mama bird does her eggs. So this is also a time not necessarily to keep what you're doing a secret or to keep it private, but to nourish it, to nurture it, to wish big, to dream big, to send your manifestations and your intentions out in a huge way, and to allow the new moon to really sweep away anything that's not serving you any longer, so that when you step forward, you can do so in a way that feels very grounded and really supportive and really practical, which is, again, what Capricorn's all about. So we've got this interesting dichotomy this week between this really whimsical, fanciful, beautiful Nine of Cups energy and the grounded reality of Capricorn. So the marriage is a very beautiful one, because essentially the Nine of Cups allows us to really float very high while keeping us tethered to what's possible, what's realistic. So you're being invited this week to dream really big, to explore, to be at your altar, to create spells, and to really get absolutely certain on what's no longer serving you, and to have the incredible courage to foster the willingness to let go of it, so that what wants to come through to you has room to do so. So hopefully this resonates for everyone. Focus on your dreams and your wishes this week, if even just intuitively, privately, deeply within your own channel. It's very important to look at that, because when the full moon comes, will be in a position to really move forward in some very powerful ways. So I hope that this serves you, and I will see you next week. Happy full moon. Bye-bye.